It's always fun when you start off the service and you're sitting up front, your eyes are pointed up front, and you get up. So good morning. Good morning. So I want to talk to you today about an event that happened in Sacramento. It wasn't an event; it was a tragedy, really, where the helicopter crashed onto the freeway. And at the time that I wrote this, everyone was still alive from that tragedy. But unfortunately, the flight nurse, Susan Smith, who I'm going to talk about her rescue, she had succumbed to her injuries and passed last Saturday. So I just want to, first of all, honor her life of joy, full sacrifice, and her life of adventurous loving that she lived in her vocation and in her life. And I've seen interviews with her children, with her son, and she was just a wonderful person. And at the time that I wrote this, she had survived, but she was surviving, but she has since passed. I want to talk about what happened during that, in the aftermath of that crash, and the love that was expressed. And what happened was there was 15 strangers, that people that were on the road. Miraculously, the helicopter didn't hit any cars, but of course there were many people on the road. 15 of those people came forward, and at the instruction of the first responders who were there, lickety-split on the scene, this blessed flight nurse, Susan Smith, was trapped underneath the helicopter, and these 15 people volunteered, and they came and they shifted the weight of the helicopter off of her so she could be pulled out and taken to the hospital and given a chance at life. And so, amazing, right? And whenever something like this happens, when people come together and do heroic things, we tend to, the media tends to put certain labels on that, and we tend to put certain labels on that, and we tend to elevate those folks, and justifiably so, their actions should be celebrated. But I want to get into this a little bit more from a spiritual aspect, and talk about what this was and what this was not. So first of all, I want to talk about what it was not. And this may be controversial, so hold on to your hats. What it was not was Sacramento strong. This was not something that was individualized to our region. This was an act that would happen. The exact same thing would happen no matter where it happened in the world. The same thing would happen in LA. The same thing would happen in Washington, D.C. The same thing would happen in Africa. The same thing would happen in Europe. Anywhere that this happened, you would see people come to help. So we tend to ascribe, because we're proud of where we live, right? We love our home, we love our town, we love our city, and we want to ascribe superhuman qualities to its inhabitants. But this is really just a human activity that just happened. So that's the first thing, not Sacramento strong. Number two, the second thing is it was not partisan. Okay, nobody filled out a questionnaire. And nobody asked, I watched pictures of these people pushing this helicopter all together. They weren't like, oh, you're this, I can't stand it, I can't stand next to you, who did you go for? There was none of that. Yeah. There were people that gathered, did what needed to be done, without question. So, yeah, the partisan stuff, it's important. We got to figure out what we're going to do with our nation, how we're going to move forward. But in an instant, all of that means nothing. Just like that. It doesn't matter who you voted for. It doesn't matter what propositions you support. None of that matters except for the love of life. That was paramount. So, that's another thing. It wasn't partisan, because I'm sure there are Republicans and Democrats and, and all kinds of things in there. And here's the third thing that it was not. These people that did this are not heroes. Okay? The people that did this were not heroes. They were human. They were human beings being human. Okay? They're ordinary people. They're just like you and me. They woke up that morning. No one woke up that morning planning to lift a helicopter off of someone. It was what they were called to do. And they did it. They saw what the need was and they simply responded. So, and that's not to say it shouldn't be celebrated. Yes, they should be celebrated. Yes, we need to use this as an example. But I believe that every act of love should be celebrated. Every act. We're going to get into a little bit more of that later. What it was. Okay, so we talked about what it wasn't. We cleared our palates. And so now we can really examine what this actually was. And the first thing it was is three things. The first thing it was a demonstration of God's grace. It was a demonstration of God's grace. Grace is when love flows freely, unearned, uncalculated, and unmerited. In that moment, grace moved through each person who joined their strength together. Grace. Unmerited. It's something that we all get to enjoy. And another thing about this is that, the people that stepped up and helped with the helicopter, they're great. Does that mean that everybody else that wasn't lifting that helicopter were cowards? No. Those people were watching. They were praying, they were hoping, whatever mechanism they had to bring positivity and love into the situation, because not everybody prays, but everybody hopes. Everyone has a feeling of joy and love that they want to convey no matter what their spiritual path is, or even if they have no spiritual path, we still love. And so the people that weren't taking part in the actual lift were still taking part in that they were giving their love. They were sharing their love to help bolster and strengthen the people that were actually lifting. So everyone there was taking part in this rescue. Another thing it was a lesson in love. Love is not an abstraction. It's not sentimental. It is practical. It's embodied. And sometimes it's sweaty and it's heavy. Love moves, again, in mysterious ways. And this is how love moved in this situation. It moved through the people that, as soon as I saw the plane, or saw the helicopter on dash cam video, I saw the helicopter go down. As soon as that helicopter went down, I saw people running towards it. Just automatic reflex, love taking over, and taking over on people. Hey, look, this is what you can do, so do it. This is what you can do, okay, and then the person is alive, and then they go and do it. This is what you can do. You can pray. You can call 911. You can, whatever. Love acted throughout all those people that saw it, and they were animated to act, and they all did. So that's how powerful love is. Another thing it was the third thing it was an antidote to separation. Turn on the TV, and you'll immediately be called upon to separate yourself from other people. Based on what you think, based on where you work, based on where you live, based on who you love. We are being separated, okay, to the degree that we think all there is separation. All there is are the people that think like me and the people that don't think like me. And we're against each other. But in a situation like this, there is no question what needed to be done. There is no question that we were one. There was a person trapped underneath that wreckage. There was no question as to what to do. Oh, but I don't know how they voted, and I don't know. That isn't a question. We just save lives. We move in the direction of life, and we uplift it. That's what we do as human beings. So, any belief that we have that we're separate, it's an illusion. Because we are one. And I've seen it just a million times. I've seen it happen a million times. I was at a workshop and someone had collapsed for some reason in the back of the room. And then instantly, everyone jumped into motion. Some people went and got somebody that can help. Some people stood there and prayed. Some people went and held the hand of the person that fainted. I mean, it was just instant activity, instant support, instant love. Ernest Holmes writes, "Love points the way, and law makes the way possible." And this is a perfect example of that. Love pointed the way, saved her life. That's what love said. And then the law was enacted immediately through all the people that came to help. And help was achieved just like that. So love is the paramount thing that was happening here in this situation. There's a recognition of the need. There's a union of strength, and then an expression of love through action. And it's beautiful to see. And so the lesson here is that we don't have to wait for an extreme situation to let love lead our way, to let love instruct us, to do what love dictates. We don't have to wait until there's a car crash. We don't have to wait until there's a heart attack. We don't have to wait until there's an extreme situation that pulls love out of you, that rips love out of you. Okay? We can choose to love. We can choose to be ready to love. The same love that lifted that helicopter is the same love that allows us to recognize that neighbor that needs help when they're carrying their groceries. The coworker that just needs somebody to listen. The friend that's overwhelmed and just needs reassurance. Has anybody been in any of those situations? That's calling out to the love that is in you. And the truth of the matter is, and I hate to tell you all this and disappoint you, but we're all in love with each other. We are all in love with each other. Here in love. And that love comes bounding forth when it's called upon, when we allow it to be. There's some people that we want to shut our love off from. You don't get my love. You're X, you're Y, you're Z. There's always a reason to withhold who we are, to withhold our loving selves. There's always a reason. But that's not what the world needs today. The world doesn't need you to hold back your love. The world needs you to show your love, to express your love, to be your love, to embody your love. That's what the world needs right now. And you can tell that just by turning on that old idiot box we used to call it. Turn on that old TV and you will see a call for love. You don't have to look far. You don't have to look far in your working world. Just going to the supermarket, you'll find an opportunity to love. Maybe somebody's wandering around. Maybe somebody that just, that bumps into you. Maybe it's just love that's expressed through your patience. Oh my God, there's a long line. Oh, we're going to complain. Oh, we get in this line. Oh, geez, this is so long. This is going to take me forever. Sometimes it's just in your attitude that you have as you go through life. Because as much as we hate the long line, we hate that line, right? It's long. It's going to take us a lot of time to get through. As much as we hate that line, guess where we're standing? We're standing in that line. We're hating ourselves. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I mean, because once you get in the line, you're in the line. You are the line now. We can't go through life hating each other because we're only hating ourselves. So, I like to give a little bit of home play. I call it's homework. It's stuff for you guys to work on at home. But who wants to work? Right? So I call it home play. So I got 3 things for y'all to take with you into your week. 3 things to consider. Number 1, live life ready to love. Live life ready to love. Think about how your love can be applied, especially in a spiritual center like this. Where we come in, we're open. We're ready to love when we come in here, right? We're ready to love each other. We're ready to love the world. That is how we can be. That is how we need to be at all times in all the different areas that we go into when we leave here. Live as though you've got love on a hair trigger. It only takes just a little bit to unlock the love in you. And it's not a question of whether you'll be called to love. It's a matter of when. Because I guarantee you, through your attitude, through your actions, through your deeds, you will be called upon to love many, many, many times during the day. So, live your life with an open ability to recognize when you're being called on. You ever get that feeling? Something's happening in the room and you're like, boy, I could contribute to this. I could help, but I could offer something to this to make it lighter, to make it nicer. No, they don't want to hear from me. They don't want to love. The world wants your love. The world needs your love. And it's not just love in general. I'm talking about your particular brand of love. Whatever it is you specialize in, whatever it is you do, whatever special gift you have, it's not meant to be withheld and shared with just a few people. Every expression of love that you have instructs and it ripples from you. And it's hitting all kinds of people in all kinds of different ways that you just never know. Somebody's watching from afar and seeing something that you did, picking up on some little attitude that you had, some little saying, some little light that you shed into the world. That's affecting someone you didn't even know was listening. So, that's number 1. Live life ready to love. Number 2, remember that the people on the highway were not heroes. They were human. Humans animated by love. Did I mention that one of the reasons that I say that they're not heroes is that I listen to their interviews. And really, if you harken back and you listen to any interview from any person that's done anything heroic, the first thing they say is what? Exactly. They tell you, I'm not a hero. I'm just someone that was in the right place at the right time. I did what needed to be done. I saw what needed to be done and I did it. The same as anybody here. It could be that love makes us all heroes. Because we can all express the love that we have inside of us. Number 3. This is a big one. Celebrate the presence of Spirit every time you recognize it. Celebrate the presence of Spirit every time you recognize it. Do not write it off. Don't say, well, that person was kind, but they're just kind because we're. It's so cynical. I can be the exact same way, and believe me, this is these are things that I struggle with. I'm never doing my talks from on high. Every talk that I give, I'm dealing with something that I'm dealing with. And it's this idea of separation, this idea that some people don't deserve the light that you are. It's transformative. It can heal. It can uplift. It can enliven. It can enlighten. Each and every one of you is a special being, meant to be here to love and to share your gifts. That's what we're here for. So, as we celebrate the presence of Spirit, when we recognize it, we're reinforcing the presence of Spirit. There is no spot where God is not. We enjoy a relationship with an infinite Spirit. That means God is every bit as much here as God is on the other side of the universe, in a hydrogen atom somewhere. It's true. That's the way we need to think about Spirit, about an infinite being, everywhere, all at once, 100% everywhere, all at once. So as much God as is in me, it's the exact same amount of God that's in you. The exact same. We enjoy the same power. We enjoy the same connection. We enjoy the same messages. Same. So we have to acknowledge, when we see and recognize Spirit in a sunset, in these beautiful geese that are out here. I love birds. I'm a birder. Yes, I confess. I am a bird. I love birds. So I come out here and I see all these geese. I'm like, oh, that's a good sign. And I say, oh, thank you. Every time I'm enlivened, every time I'm tickled, I thank Spirit. I acknowledge what that is. That's the love of God right there. That's Spirit talking to me. Me. Those geese are there for me to appreciate. And whatever it is that you appreciate is there for you. It's God's special message to you. When God wants to let you know, I'm here. Everything's okay. You'll see something that speaks to you. Be thankful for it. Be thankful for all those little messages that God gives you. Recognize what they are and celebrate them. So that's where the miracle was in this situation. It was amazingly beautiful to see those people all lined up together, pushing on that helicopter, not even caring about the personal danger that they were in, not caring who they were standing next to, just being love. And each and every one of us can be that love just like that in our lives. Oh, it's time to wake up. Oh man, I gotta tell you that alarm sound It haunts my wife a little bit because I set the alarm on my clock to get up, but I'm one of those snoozers. Heather's not a snoozer, so she doesn't understand what I go through. I have to snooze like 5 times. So, 5 times a day, she's hearing that song and loving her husband. Gently waking me up. Honey, wake up.
While I shove you.
I want to go with bumps and bruises. But anyway, I digress. Yes, where was I? Love, love, love. Let your life be an expression of love. Be open to love one another. And I think that's all I have for today.